This story is fictional and created for entertainment purposes. When your marriage is just a contract, and your loyalty is a joke to her. Liam chose to walk away into the freezing New York winter. If you believe that hitting rock bottom is just the start of a comeback, subscribe to this channel. Watch him rebuild his empire and reclaim his dignity. Winter in New York is brutal. The wind cuts right through the glass of our penthouse overlooking Central Park. It sounds like a warning. I was in the kitchen, slicing beef for a slow-cooked stew. The rhythmic sound of the knife masked the click of the front door. It was our 5th anniversary. 5 years of me being the invisible husband. 5 years of keeping her life perfect. The pot was simmering on the stove, smelling of rosemary and thyme. Then my phone lit up. My mother's voice was shaking, so broken I could barely understand her. Liam. The feds froze everything. The family logistics business is under investigation. Dad owes $10 million. He might be facing prison time. The knife slipped from my hand, clattering loudly onto the marble counter. The sound echoed in the empty luxury. My throat felt like I had swallowed glass. Mom. Just breathe. I have some savings left. I can sell the vintage Porsche. I can liquidate my portfolio. On the other line, my mother sobbed. It's not enough, Liam. It is a bottomless pit. We are ruined. A wave of dizziness hit me. I gripped the cold granite, staring out at the grey Manhattan skyline. My world was flipping upside down. And that is when I heard her. Evelyn's heels clicking on the floor. She stood in the doorway, wearing her black trench coat, bringing the chill of the city inside. But there was something else. A scent that wasn't hers. A heavy mix of cedar and expensive scotch. Stronger than her usual light perfume. Evelyn has OCD. She hates being touched. She doesn't let anyone get close. But that scent was a brand. A mark that she had been close to someone. Very close. I took a deep breath, pushing down the nausea. Evelyn. We need to talk. She didn't even look at me. She looked at me like I was furniture. She walked to the wine fridge, pouring herself sparkling water. Her movements were elegant and cold. I am tired, Liam. If this is about the anniversary, or some new recipe you tried, save it. I am not in the mood. The plea for help died in my throat. I looked at her. This woman I loved for 7 years. She felt like a stranger. My family is in trouble. We are bankrupt. 10 million in debt. I tried to keep my voice steady, hoping for a flicker of empathy. Just a tiny sign that she cared. Evelyn paused, glass halfway to her lips. She turned around. Her eyes showed annoyance, not concern. So, are you asking me to pay for it? Her voice was flat, like a CEO firing an intern. Liam. Read the prenup again. Debts are separate. You know the rules of this marriage. Something snapped inside me. Not because of the money, but because her first instinct was to protect her assets, not her husband. I smiled bitterly. My eyes landed on her collar. There was a short dark hair there. It wasn't mine. I don't want your money, Evelyn. I just want to tell you. I want a divorce. It was the first time in 5 years. I spoke to her as an equal. Evelyn finally looked at me. Really looked at me. She crossed her arms. A mocking smile on her lips. Is this a threat, Liam? You think you can survive out there? Without my credit cards? I didn't say a word. I walked to the study. Pulled out the papers I drafted months ago. I placed them on the glass coffee table. I don't want alimony. I don't want the apartment. I just want out. Evelyn glanced at the papers. Her face froze for a second. Then she laughed. A cold hollow sound. Freedom. You want freedom now? Is it because Julian is back in town? And you feel insecure? You want to run away? Julian. The name was a rusty knife. Twisting in my gut. The artist. The trust fund baby. The one she never got over. So you know he is back. I pointed to the hair on her collar. Is that why you smell like him? Is that why you are late? Evelyn's face went pale. She pulled her coat tight. Her voice got sharp. It was just dinner. Don't project your insecurity on me. It was an intellectual connection. Something you wouldn't understand. You only care about groceries and bills. I laughed. Tears stinging my eyes. Groceries and bills. Who nursed you when you had the flu? Who managed your life so you could be CEO? Who made this house a home? To you. That is just manual labor. I turned toward the bedroom. To pack a single bag. If you won't sign, my lawyer will call you. I have nothing left to lose. Evelyn shouted at my back. Liam. Don't you dare walk out. If you leave, don't come crawling back. When you are starving. I didn't look back. I walked out into the hall. Straight and tall. For the first time in years. That night I checked into a Motel 6. In Queens. The heating was broken. I had sold the car for cash. It was a drop in the ocean of debt. But I felt lighter. I was done being a placeholder. I was done living in another man's shadow. I started working like a maniac. I forgot I was a rich kid. I worked construction. I drove Uber. I did whatever paid cash. Until I landed a job. At a luxury watch boutique on Fifth Avenue. The air conditioning was freezing. I wore a generic suit. Polishing a $50,000 watch. The door chimed. And that familiar scent hit me. Cedar and scotch. Evelyn walked in. Her hand resting on a man's arm. Julian. He looked just like his photos. Arrogant smile. Expensive casual wear. He looked like a better version of me. Well, well. Look who it is. Julian sneered. The house husband serving customers now. Evelyn looked at me. Her expression was complex. Shock mixed with embarrassment. Like I was a stain on her reputation. Are you shopping, sir? I ignored the insult. My face was a mask of professionalism. Welcome to Patek Philippe. How can I assist you today? Evelyn frowned. She wasn't used to this version of me. The old Liam would have cried. The old Liam would have made a scene. But I was just a salesman. Liam, stop it. Evelyn hissed. You are embarrassing yourself. Are you trying to make me pity you? I placed a platinum watch on the velvet tray. My hands were steady. Ms. Sue. I am here to make a commission. This piece is rare. Perfect for a man of Julian's status. If he can afford it. Julian's ego flared up. He wanted to show off. He wanted to crush me. Fine. I'll take it. He threw a black card on the counter. Like he was tipping a waiter. I took the card with both hands. Certainly, sir. Just a moment. As I turned to run the card, Evelyn spoke up. Wait. She looked at me. Her eyes wavering. Liam. If you apologize now, come home. I will pay the family debt. I can even buy this store. Make you the manager. The store went quiet. My colleagues were watching. It was a golden ticket. An easy way out. I stopped. I turned around. I looked at the woman I once worshipped. And the man she replaced me with. I smiled. A genuine free smile. Ms. Sue. You are mistaken. I held up the receipt. I earn my own money now. Every cent is clean. Keep your money. You might need it. To buy Julian's affection. I handed the bag to Julian. Thank you for your business. Have a nice life. Evelyn looked shattered. For the first time, she realized she had no power over me. She didn't even hold Julian's arm. As they walked out, I watched them go. I didn't feel happy. I just felt done. 1 month later. A charity gala at the Plaza Hotel. I stood in the shadows. Wearing a rented tuxedo. Sipping club soda. I was there because of Audrey. Audrey van der Woodsen. My childhood best friend. The Wall Street Shark. The girl I left behind for Evelyn. The ballroom doors opened. Audrey walked in. Wearing a crimson gown. She looked like royalty. She owned the room. Evelyn was there too. Standing with Julian. She looked pale. Fading into the background. Compared to Audrey's fire. Audrey scanned the room. Her eyes locked on me. Her face lit up. A smile that could melt the polar ice caps. She ignored the billionaires. She walked straight to me. Everyone was watching. Liam. It has been too long. Her voice was warm. I felt a lump in my throat. Hey Audrey. She linked her arm with mine. Naturally. Like no time had passed. Come. I have investors who want to meet you. Your logistics plan is brilliant. We are going to fund it. I was stunned. She remembered my ideas. My dreams. Excuse me. Evelyn appeared in front of us. She looked jealous. Who is this? Audrey stopped. She looked at Evelyn like she was a bug. Oh. You must be the ex-wife. Audrey smiled dangerously. Nice to meet you. Now move. We have business. Evelyn blocked our path. Liam. Is this your plan? Finding a sugar mommy. Audrey stepped forward. The temperature dropped 10 degrees. Watch your mouth. Audrey said softly. But it sounded like a gunshot. Liam is my partner. He is a genius. You were just too blind to see it. I would give him the world. But he doesn't need it. He is going to build his own. Audrey pulled me away. Leaving Evelyn standing there. Humiliated in front of New York's elite. That night changed everything. With Audrey's backing. My logistics company was reborn. I was back in the game. Audrey drove me home that night. The jazz music was soft. We pulled up to my new apartment. Audrey turned to me. Liam. I spent 5 years in London. Wondering if you were happy. I almost cried. Then a knock on the window. It was Evelyn. standing in the pouring rain. Her hair plastered to her face. She looked broken. Liam, please. I need to talk to you. I looked at Audrey. She nodded. Go. Close the chapter. I stepped out into the rain. Evelyn tried to grab my hand. I stepped back. Say what you need to say. She was crying. Mixing with the rain. Liam, I made a mistake. Julian is a fraud. He spent my money. He cheated on me. I miss you. I miss your cooking. I miss how safe you made me feel. Please come back. I looked at her. And felt absolutely nothing. Not hate. Not love. Just pity. Evelyn. You don't miss me. You miss the servant. You miss the safety net. But that Liam is dead. You killed him. When you chose your money over our marriage. I pointed at the car. Audrey was watching. Calm and beautiful. That is a woman who respects me. I am not coming back to the cage. Evelyn sobbed. But we had 7 years. I laughed. Yet. 7 years to learn a lesson. It was an expensive lesson. But I learned it. Goodbye, Evelyn. I got back in the car. Drive. I told Audrey. We left her in the rain. A ghost of my past. 1 year later. My company went public. I paid off my father's debt. I bought back his freedom. Evelyn's company collapsed. Julian had drained her accounts. Our wedding was in the Hamptons. Simple. Elegant. Just the people who mattered. As I stood at the altar, I saw a figure by the gate. Evelyn. Looking old and tired. Security started to move. I shook my head. Let her watch. Let her see what she threw away. Audrey took my hand. Her skin was warm. Liam. Ready for the next chapter. I looked into her eyes. I kissed her forehead. Not out of lust. But out of pure devotion. I am ready. The sun broke through the clouds. Shining on us. The past was finally dead. And I had never felt more alive.